Hi everybody, Creepygirl here, and I'm back. I've been busy doing a radio show on Blog Talk Radio called Creep Show Radio. And make sure you put a space between the two words if you go to listen to it on Blog Talk Radio. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. with a co-host, Daniel Shine. We review movies and we review the latest in TV horror every week, Tuesday night at 7. Lately, I went on my YouTube account and I saw I had a lot of views, and I haven't done videos in so long that I wanted to get back into it. And I've viewed hundreds, probably, of movies since I last did my video, so I have a lot to review. I'm going to start off with 4 movies that we review. 4 movies are Lords of Salem, Kiss of the Damned, Fresh Meat, and President's Day. The first one is President's Day. It's a kind of slasher B indie flick. It stars Sean Phillips. I think his name on YouTube is Cool Duder Guy, and I wanted to see it because he was in it. I think he's a really funny guy. So yeah, this movie, not the best acting in it. There was a lot of good killing though. They had a lot of kind of cool kills. There was a kill with a flat iron that I thought was pretty cool. Kind of old school special effects type things. This storyline had like a kind of a cool twist at the end. It was a fun movie. I mean, it's not, grade A, high budget, kind of film you'd see in a theater, but it was okay. It was an okay film. I gave it 3 out of 5 because it was enjoyable to watch. It was enjoyable to watch. Not the best acting, but some pretty cool kills. It's basically about, like student government, and they're fighting over who's going to win, and there's this killer going around dressed as Abraham Lincoln, killing off all the other candidates, and you got to figure out who the killer is. And it's just, it's just a fun slasher flick. A lot of people get killed in it, and fun kills. So that's President's Day. Another movie we watched was Kiss of the Damned. This film was kind of a romantic vampire film. It had some killing and stuff in it, but mainly I think it was like a romantic film. This is the kind of film that you want to have your glass of wine, maybe a night when you're alone by yourself, and to watch it. It's basically about this vampire woman that meets this guy, and she turns him into a vampire, and then her sister comes home to cause all kinds of trouble, and the sister's like really evil, and there's a lot of killing and stuff with her. But basically it's it's a love story with a little horror thrown in, maybe a little gore, not too much. It was a really enjoyable film. It's not kind of film you would watch with like a bunch of friends or a party movie. It's like something you'd probably sit and watch by yourself. But I thought it was a really good film. I enjoyed it. I gave it 3.5. Maybe I would have gave it more if it wasn't so much on the lovey-dovey side, but it was very sexy. Had a lot of sexy scenes, not actual full naked crazy sex scenes, kind of more a little more reserved, but very sexy, kind of got you a little aroused, it was sexy. Another film that we watched that I thought was really super good was Fresh Meat. This movie came from out of New Zealand, and this was a really, really fun comedy horror movie. This is one that you're probably not gonna see. It's on demand right now, I haven't even heard of it. I just happened to see it on demand, watched the trailer, and I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And basically what it's about is these people are running from the law, and they stop at this house and take the family hostage. But what they don't know is the family they are cannibals. And the daughter had just come home from school, and she's also just finding out that her family is cannibals. So it's kind of very hijinks comedy. There's a little bit of gore thrown in, a lot of silliness, but it's a really fun movie. This is definitely a movie you can watch with your friends, or at a party. It's non-stop go, 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 go. There's comedy, there's horror, there's chasing, there's shooting. It's like do, 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 do. The movie's always going. You're not bored. You stay entertained, and you stay excited. So really, 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 you got to see this film. That's probably the best of all my reviews today is Fresh Meat. If you get a chance, watch it on demand, or when it comes out on DVD. I want to buy it when it comes on DVD. I definitely want to add it to my comedy horror collection because it is a fun movie. And Fresh Meat, I gave that a 4 out of 5 because it's definitely a fun flick. Okay, last but not least, I have been waiting forever to see Rob Zombie's Lords of Salem. I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. I think he is an amazing creative mind. He is very artistic in every way. He's like a creative god to me. He's just, I think he's amazing. I mean, some of his movies I liked more than others, but I pretty much like all his movies, if not love them. And he's very unique in his films, and he adds a little extra in there for us horror genre fans. I really feel like he's the type of person that cares about his audience, the horror genre people. And he's always trying, you know, hard to put out for us. But also, Sherry Moon, I'm a big fan of hers. I just think she's a really, really cool chick. And I always thought her parts in all his films were so perfect, like almost that she didn't have to act. She just had to be herself because she just was so amazing in the role. I just felt like she was actually these people. She always impressed me in the movies. I loved her laugh when she was Baby. But I was really, really, really looking forward to this film because, you know, I was really excited that Sherry was the main character, and Rob had been working on this forever, and it was something I felt that was going to be from his soul and something so spectacular. Well, when I went to go see the movie, I mean, basically it's about a radio DJ named Heidi Hawthorne, and she's in this radio station with these two other Hermans, two guys named Herman, and they get a mysterious record in a box, and when they play the record, the whole city, the women in the city go crazy, and they like come possessed for a moment. And Heidi has these flashbacks back because they're in Massachusetts, Salem, and she's having these flashbacks of, you know, the witch trials and the burning of the witches and stuff. And basically what it is they burned these witches a long time ago, and they put a curse out that on your daughters, you know, death to your daughter's daughters, whatever. So this is basically what the movie's about, is these witches coming back to get the revenge. The movie's stocked with like a lot of famous people, Meg Foster, Dee Wallace. You'll see a lot of people from other horror films in it. There was a lot of stuff he had to edit out of the movie, and I don't know, like I didn't know that till after I watched the movie. And when I watched the movie, I felt like it was very choppy. Like, things didn't make sense. There was a scene where she was walking her dog, and she gets up in the morning and she walks her dog, and she's walking her dog, and she's walking her dog, and it's daytime. And then all of a sudden, she's walking her dog, and it's nighttime, and then she's at work. And I'm thinking, okay, where did the dog go, and why was she walking the dog, and why did we have to watch her walk? I didn't even understand why the dog was in the movie. The dog had no significance to the story. Really didn't understand what the dog had to do with anything and why put him in it. Maybe this is a family dog that they put in the movie. But the film was very, like, choppy like that. Like, I felt like maybe there was a scene they cut out there that she went with the dog somewhere, or maybe afterwards, before she went to work, she did something else and they cut it. I don't know. It just, there's a lot of scenes like that where it felt like something was missing, like there was supposed to be something there. And a lot of the scenes were really drawn out, and, you know, like, there's a lot of times where they zoomed in on Sherry, and she just was like, ugh, and just kind of stood there and was she was very unemotional. She was also playing like a former drug addict, and it just wasn't, like, believable to me. She wasn't, I don't know, she just, of all her roles, this one is the worst. I never felt that way about her, but she just was very bland in this. And all the other actors and actresses, the ones that played the witches, and the other DJs and the guy that wrote the witch book, they were all amazing. The other actors in this movie, they're all famous people, they're all amazing, but Sherry was just kind of blah. She was like the blahest one, and she's the main character. And then they go off into all these different tangents and crazy things, like just kind of flash on the screen, you know, crazy things that you think, like, people would be so mortified, like, oh, why did he show that? Which I wouldn't do that, but I'm just saying, even I would say, like, wow, can't believe he showed that. But I don't know, they didn't seem to faze me. Like, these crazy things he flashed on the screen, it didn't seem to faze me, because it didn't really, I don't know how to explain it. It didn't fit into the movie. I mean, he had the creepy mood in it. He had awesome music in it, like very creepy, awesome music. He had cool scenes, like really cool scenes, like the apartment she was in, like a lot of detail in the scenes where everything was set, and all that stuff was really cool. But the movie itself was just so blah. I mean, I remember thinking to myself, like, when is this going to be over? What is this? I mean, you understand the basic plot of the movie, but then when you get to the end, it's not really clear what is happening or what is going on. It's kind of just this weird stuff. And usually I'm the type that likes really weird, but this just didn't make enough sense. It was kind of, I don't know. I don't know if you, I mean, if you're a Rob Zombie fan, you still have to go see this movie. I mean, you have to see it because it's his movie from his gut. So, I mean, I'm not telling you not to see it, but I'm just saying, for me, it was snoozeville. I just was waiting for something to happen, and then when something happened, I was like, okay, that was kind of cool. And then, you know, there was a shocking moment where the witches kill someone. That was probably the best moment of the movie. It just kind of shocked me. I was like, oh boy, you know, the witches were so good in it. But that's pretty much it. And I hate to say that because I really do love Rob and Sherry. They're amazing to me. But this one just didn't work for me personally. Just wasn't feeling it. I don't know. Maybe my expectations were too high because I just was expecting this to be so amazing. It really was. But I gave it 2 out of 5 because it just wasn't very exciting to me. Just wasn't. I'm sorry. Okay, that's all my reviews for this video. I'm glad to be back. I hope you enjoy this video, and I will be making more because I've watched a lot of movies, and there's a lot of really, really, really good ones I want to tell you guys about that you have to see. You have to add to your collection. So I'll be back. Thank you for watching, and pleasant screams.